Hello Gemini, and welcome to your June 2022 tarot reading. This is Foolish Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. I really apologise for the delay in this message. I recorded it already, and when I watched it back, the audio was messed up. The camera was it was scratching on something, and it was too irritating. I couldn't put you through that. So once again, apologies for the delay. We are in, obviously, Gemini season, so happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday for all my Gemini sons. The cards are really, really lively. This video is for Gemini Sun, Moon and Rising. So considering the length, breadth, depth of the Gemini collective, this will not be for everyone. Take what's yours and leave the rest. Namaste. This is a relatively new channel, so thank you so much for your support. All of it is really, really well. It's just received very well, and all your likes, shares and subscribes really help to grow the channel and to get the messages to people who can benefit from them. So without further ado, let's get on with this. Your birthday tarot, basically. So what a birthday. When I was getting into energy, first of all, the reading that I done firsthand was about how we show up in the world, and excuse me, there we go, and how we sometimes when things show up that when we put things off, how things can they seem to take us off guard, but we know that so the tower was actually in the last reading, but it was you were turning up as the tower. But how things can, basically how things have to change, but you think it's taking you off guard, but on some deep level you really know, and it's how you adapt to that, accept that. I can't remember what happened in the end of the tarot, but it was along those lines of things that take us by surprise, but they're no surprise, So you are turning up in this reading as the good old King of Wands. So the King of Wands has been so present in the readings, quite a few of the readings. He seems like in this, see how the wand is red, and then when it gets up to the top it's blue. That to me, that's like thinking this is the doing. So you could be, I like the way the yellow's draped across the middle there, like representing the solar plexus as well, and you might be really moving from that solar plexus area in a way that is different to you. You might not be saying an awful lot. You might not even know how to communicate this, but you are moving from this space, from this very middle, the Queen of Swords is more like creative to me as a reader, but the King of Wands is the delegator, but also he's so he can discern, he's discerning, okay? He can discern between impulsivity and he can discern between moving from this space, okay? So he is a master at that. So maybe you are closer to this this voice within you. It's a voice, but it's got no words. It feels like you might feel propelled in some way, but it's like, it feels good. There's like a hum. There's like a gentle hum of the hum of the motor, okay? Underneath the temperance, that's why I like this with this, the temperance with the King of Wands. It's very, the undertones, the temperance is someone who bides the time, or it's a time-biding energy. It's expansive, that's what I'm feeling. Your inside of you is expanding, okay? I don't mean like physically, maybe it is. I mean, maybe you're pregnant or something like that, but there's something in you that is expanding. Very Sagittarian energy going on. And of course, Sagittarius is the opposite sign to you, and it's an energy that, yes, it's an energy that you, once you know, in the first instance, it could feel like it's too far removed from how you work, but overall, it's once you understand how to use Sagittarian energy, how it works with you, it complements you really well. And I do actually think that is to me now, that's coming across like the opposite sign to you. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius, maybe you have it strongly in your chart. The Tower in the past energy, okay? And this is the Tower in the reverse. So this is a resistance, okay? So that could be you resisting that inner voice, that inner, really digging your heels in. Like, I feel like someone really digging their heels in. But it wants to happen, and I guess it's sort of like not the threat of something happening, but it's more you might see things in your life that are manifesting in things that you don't want turning up, and you're like, why is this turning up? This is the total opposite of what I want. Why is it turning up in my life? And I think that's where that's the opposite. You're beginning to understand something. You're just beginning to discern what is, you're just beginning to discern what you truly, how you want to show up in the world, okay? How you want to be in the world. Because, the up and coming Six of Wands, again, I think this is Sagittarius energy. It's fire energy anyway, and it's a sort of with this links to this. It's like, I wouldn't be satisfied with this. I am not satisfied. You're having a serious word with yourself internally, Gemini. It's like, you're having a serious word with yourself, and you're like, no, I'm not satisfied with this. This is not a good representation of me, okay? The Strength card coming out, could be the ego, but again, I'm getting massive solar plexus energy. This is the Leo card. The Leo is all about showing up in the world. How you show up, look at me. So perhaps you have been not showing up the way you want to show up, Gemini, okay? So it's a pulsating feeling. There's just something in you. It's like, right, okay, could you clarify the King of Wands, please, Spirit? Thank you. Clarify the King of Wands. Clarify this King of Wands. The full moon coming up in on the 14th. So be mindful. Yes. Be mindful. I think it's a great time to have this, to really, when you say things and mean it, you can say it out loud, okay, but there's this feels like a life force inside of you that is coming alive. Oh yes, Temperance in reverse. To clarify this Tower, you definitely haven't been listening to your instincts. The Justice cards to clarify the Queen of Swords, yes. And it's important to know, instincts aren't different to fears. Excuse me. Clarifying, yes. Sixes. Can I just say you've got 3 sixes? No, you've got 4 sixes. You've got all the sixes of all the elements. That is absolutely fantastic. That's amazing. That is true harmony. It's like you've come into this harmony, and it's like solar plexus bang smack in the middle of your body. You might be feeling super, super energized. Like we're in, Gemini season, so it's the sense of this is your season, okay, but I'm not even seeing much air on this table. Like we've got that, and it's kind of, this is if anything, you're out of your element and you are trying something else. You're trying on a new outfit. You are dressing for the part that you want to be. But make sure it's you, Gemini, okay? Because Gemini can really adapt, can be so many things to so many people. But I think you are actually, I do feel like you are dressing for you. That's a strong message coming out. You're dressing for you. You are impressing for you, nobody else. I love it. I absolutely love it. The full moon, yeah. Okay, so it's just that sense of, I'm not sure which sign the full moon's in. I have a feeling it might be Virgo. Which is, again, there's a link there with the Mercury connection, but Mercury, it's more like Mercury rising. It's just like the thermometer is, it's good. So we have clarifying the Tower again. Yeah, this is definitely where you have not listened to those instincts. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, like the fight and flight thing. I don't mean, it's like you when I was saying that you haven't been shown up in the world, you might not feel like you've been shown up in the world the way you really desire, the deepest expression of yourself. That's where and maybe other things have got in the way, or other things. I just feel like, yeah, it's been, you haven't been listening, Gemini. You haven't been listening. Yeah. Again, I feel this is you might be, stuff might be going on in your life still where you I feel like you are quiet. You're quiet more than anything. It's like I say with the Pisces. The Pisces had not a similar reading, but there was this internalization going on. You don't say much, but when you do say something, it packs a punch. Okay, because it's coming right from deep. It's coming from the best source. It might be unusual for a Gemini to be this quiet, or you might feel like you've changed a lot. Okay, but it feels good for you. You'll be feeling the benefits. The Six of Cups, to clarify the Temperance. It's like, yeah, that stuff in the past. Oh, I haven't been my friend. I haven't been my own friend. Okay, I haven't been a friend to myself. This is a purely like you reading. I feel like I can't see anybody else really getting it. No one is taking up your time, your effort, your energy in a way that is, going to be detrimental to you. It's just you've got the power stance on. Yeah. Because you're giving to yourself first and foremost. It is about giving to yourself first. It's just creating that space. Being, charitable to you first, okay? It might not annoy people, but this card, when I look at this card, I'm like, he's so, comes off a bit, there's just something, it's like one of those charity advertisements where it's like, it looks a bit cringy, like, oh, look what I'm doing that, and then being, feeling and feeling good for charity. He's not in this picture. Sometimes it feels like he's not doing charity for the right reasons. He's doing it to look good. So yeah, I don't know. That might be a separate message to if you are giving energy because you think you should, not because you want to. Of course, there's situations in our lives where we actually do need to give time and effort to, and this sort of can feel a little bit out of our hands. However, like if it's not absolutely necessary, you are the person that you need to be first and foremost. This is like when I was talking about the Six of Wands. It's like this, I am not satisfied with this. I would not, this is not good enough to share, to develop, to to progress. This is not progressive enough, or something along those lines. But now, because that's what you want progression, you want to develop this. If you are feeling like a little bit of a genius idea, or even just feeling alive, okay? And then Six of Swords, to clarify the Strength card. Again, that air element out of balance. Not out of balance, but in the reverse. So that it could be a little bit of a. I just think just check in, keep this movement or whatever, or this will it will develop, and it will expand in its own time. You don't have to push anything through. You don't have to push anything the way you would normally push it, okay? Like talking an idea out of its, talking an idea into something else, how you can do that. I've got this idea, and then you put it out there, and then it just, yes, oh my days, yes. It's like it transforms into something else once you put that idea out there. There is an alchemy in that. I just feel while you are adjusting to old this aliveness, this new feeling of this new force within you. You just have to Again, when the full moon comes, inquire, okay, if you're going to have any sort of communication, it's with yourself. I'm not saying don't like text people and don't talk to people on the phone and stuff like that. I'm just talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you're getting this reading, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So let me get some advice cards. King of Cups in reverse. This card was actually in the initial reading as well. Yes. This is your way of paying yourself back when you haven't done yourself. You are a visionary, actually. Like, I'm just getting this message really strong. You're a visionary, and it's about quiet time. It's about just, do you really, like, I know this is a really cheesy thing to say or whatever, but you really deserve it. You really do deserve it. You also have to do it. Like, you just have to be, you're just showing up in the world. You'll begin to show up in the world the way you truly want to, and what sort of, you have to. That's what Spirit's saying anyway. The visionary card, the Two of Wands, so much progressive rock star, perhaps. Okay, Spirit, please give me an elements card for Gemini, please. If you're feeling extra generous, I'll take 2 cards for them, but I'll see what Spirit gives. They're a bit funny to hold. This one, blessings, rainbow. Ooh. Just opposites. Oh, nearly. Okay. So a few of these cards, there's a lot of yielding. I'm getting yielding, okay? So, and someone else got this as well. These cards keep coming out. So there is, I think it's just it's a phase that we're in, like in the world or in the universe or energetically, or however you want to look at it. But I am getting the sense of, like, there is a yielding that's happening, and for you, like I say, it will be slightly different to what you are used to. Okay. Let's look at these blessings. 119. There's about, like, potentially 40 cards in that deck, and the same ones just keep coming out. It's quite amazing. Rainbow blessings. The storm has passed, and it's time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of the cycle. Even though it has been difficult for you to appreciate any sense of purposefulness in what you've endured lately, you can now, as they say, count your blessings. Don't just look at the brighter side, adhering to some academic mantra that has no heart or depth, but do slowly and with genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. Can I just say that's exactly the feeling? It's internal. You are having an internal conversation with you that is not, it's not mental. It's coming from it feels like it's coming from the solar plexus, okay? Your purpose, okay? This ever-evolving process of life itself is a blessing, an opportunity to exist as a human being on Earth. The planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear to be so. Sometimes it is only when you look back at a memory of an experience that you can truly see the blessings that have come from them. Bless your difficult or painful experiences and let them go. Yes, you are seriously transitioning into something. Yeah. Purposeful. Maybe this is showing you, maybe this not seeing these, not accepting this part of yourself, or something has, it's however it's manifested in your life. Like when I was saying things showing up that you just didn't understand why. It's like it's to show you sometimes you have to see what you don't want. Okay. Unfoldment. Gorgeous. 92. Your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether you are aware of it or not. I think you're aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that you cannot be truly coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try and force growth upon yourself or others, for that matter of fact. Allowing is the key here. Yes, absolutely. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasional suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey returning to the light. Well, there is a light inside of you. Like I say, there's a pulsation inside of you, and it is the driving force. It's like you're in the driving seat, and it's starting to feel a bit more comfortable for you, even though it might not be. It might be different, slightly different. You're starting to feel comfortable and confident in this newfound way. But anyway, happy birthday, Gemini, and I hope that was that resonated or was useful for you in some shape or form. Please do comment if so, like, share, and subscribe. And yes, blessings.